Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I go from curly to straight, so how I straighten my hair. Earlier I washed my hair, and when I wash it I typically like to let it air dry for the most part, and then I'll go in and dry it with a blow dryer and then straighten it. After when I'm done my hair, I will wrap my hair in a t-shirt, and then once it's not like dripping wet anymore, I'll remove this t-shirt. And then I'll just like let it hang out in a bun like I have right now. So I'll show you my hair now. So right now, like I said, it's mostly dry. Yeah, like it's a little damp, but like pretty dry for the most part. I washed it like quite a while ago, and then I went to make dinner and like whatever else I was doing. This is the point where I like to dry it. So I really just use the blow dryer to just brush out like the little bit of curl that I have, and then like just make sure that it's not wet and not damp anymore. So before I start drying my hair, I usually apply my products. So normally I will start with a heat protectant. This is the one that I've been using, but unfortunately I have run out. So instead I'm gonna use this product. It's the Keratin Thermic Smoothing Taming Milk by Kerastase, and I'm gonna use this one today because it does have heat protective properties, so it's just kind of gonna replace my other heat protectant. The way I apply all my products is that I squeeze a little bit into the palm of my hand, and then I just kind of brush it on both hands, and then I'll just do like one half of my hair at a time. So the next product I like to use is this one. It's a Beautifying Oil Cream, again by Kerastase, and I really like this one because it has like little sparkles in it and it makes your hair nice and shiny. So again, I kind of just apply it the same way. And then the last thing I usually add is a hair oil. So I've been using this one again by Kerastase. It's the Samoan oil blend. I don't know. This is what it is. And then with the oils, I mostly focus on the ends of my hair, and I'll just run a little bit through there. And then usually when I straighten it, like once I'm done straightening it, I'll add a little bit more oil, but I'm always like wary of not adding too much because that's happened to me a lot where I like overdose on oil and then my hair is like greasy and I just washed it. So that's pretty much all the products that I put on my hair once I've washed it and I'm ready to blow dry. This is the hair dryer that I use. I've shown it to you in a previous video. Yeah, I really like using hair dryers that have the comb attachments, so it just pops on like that. So what I do is just divide my hair into like big sections, and then I just blow dry it like that, and I focus mostly on the roots because that's the area that tends to be the more damp. But I only use the hair dryer on the cool setting, so I bring it up to high, but I hold down the cool button the entire time. I said it in my 5 tips to grow my hair, grow your hair. I don't remember what I called it, but I'll put it here or here, wherever it goes. But yeah, I always use the cool setting just to prevent a lot of heat damage and applying a lot of heat to my hair. So that's how I do it. Like I said, I just do big sections. So what I'll do is just bring my hair all up in a bun, but then leaving out like quite a big section. I just part it like super roughly. It really doesn't need to be perfect. I just get like a nice big chunk of hair like that, and then the rest of it I just put in a bun away from the other piece. Before I start, I always go in with a wide tooth comb and just detangle a little bit, because I don't like to detangle too much with the hair dryer, because then you're just like holding heat there the whole time. I mean, even though I do use the cool setting, it's just kind of a habit that I have to just pre-detangle and then go in with the hair dryer. Okay, so that's good, and then I'm gonna go in with the dryer. Okay, so that's that first section done. So I just usually go in and just feel again to see if I missed a spot or not. And then if not, I just throw this section into a little bun again to keep it away from my next section I'll be working on. So there we go. And then I'll bring this bun down again, roughly part, and take out a bigger section like this, and then put this hair away again in a bun. And then again I go in with the wide tooth comb to detangle, and then I'll dry it, and then basically I'll just repeat that process until all my hair is dry. The only thing I do different, and you'll see in the video, is that when I get to maybe around like this part, like the front part of my hair, I usually then blow dry it forward just to keep some volume. If I don't, like I tend to have like really like flat stuck to my head hair, which like it's nice. I do want like bone straight hair sometimes, but yeah, I just try to keep a little bit of volume at the root. Okay, so my hair is all dry. It's ginormous and I don't have much curl left to it. There's no more damp spots. So that's it. It really doesn't take me that long to, I don't know how long it took me actually, but it doesn't take me too long to dry my hair. It's the straightening that takes long. So yeah, I'm done for now. So I'm just gonna throw it in a bun and then I will come back to you guys tomorrow to show you how I straighten all of this. Alright guys, it is the next day. I slept with my hair in this bun and now I'm ready to straighten it. I use this straightener to straighten my hair. It's a straightener by Morphe. I'll link it down below if you guys are interested. And yeah, let's get straight into it because it's gonna be a long process and I have things to get to today, so let's go. Okay, so I brought in a stool to sit down because like I said, this is a long process and I don't want to be standing for all of it. Okay, so before I straighten my hair, I will go in with the wide tooth comb again and brush my hair out because chances are after twisting it into that bun and sleeping on it, I have a couple of knots that I want to get out. And then I would usually at this point also give my hair a good heat protectant spray again. But like I said earlier in the video, I ran out of my spray, so I really need to get some more of that. But at this point, I would spray my hair again. Well, that's about as much as I'll do because every time I part it, I will brush it again. So I just kind of get the big tangles out. And then section by section I'll brush it out if I need to again. So what I do to straighten my hair is I take super thin parts. So when I start, I always start at the back and then I'll take like just like those baby hairs in the back. Are those called baby hairs too? I don't know. And then I will just take the rest of it, like when I'm drying it, and put it in a bun away from the other ones that I'm working on. And then I'll just work on literally that much hair. So what I'll do is separate it. Usually I part it down the middle, and the part in the middle really doesn't need to be that perfect, but I try to get the horizontal part nice and straight so I have a nice thin piece for the straightener to grab on and like really press on. I'll do this much first, and then with a small tooth comb I'll just brush through my hair to make sure that again there's no knots and that the comb can go all the way through. And then I use the chase method. So I grab my straightener, put it at the base of my hair, and then follow the comb down that piece of hair. So that's really it. That's how I straighten my entire head of hair. I try to go over it once in the same way that I showed you guys. So I will show you guys a couple more sections and how I part it exactly, and then I will speed through the rest of it. Okay, so showing you again, I take down my bun, and then I try to part as straight as possible and a very thin piece as well. So like that feels about right. And then I just kind of split it down the middle, put it on either side, and then throw this rest up in my typical unicorn bun. And then I will straighten these with my fine tooth comb. And if I do end up having a knot, then I will go back with the bigger comb to comb it out. Like, I don't try to like detangle my hair with this tiny thing. I will make sure that can go through a couple times, and then I will go in with my straightener. So I grab really close to the root, press down, and then slowly glide the straightener down the length of my hair following that comb. When I start to get higher on my head, the pieces get a little bit wider. So what I do is split those again into 2 or into 4 or whatever many I think is good, so that I can just straighten these pieces separately. Once I get to this point and I'm at pretty much like the front part of my hair, I do it differently. So just in the way that I blow dry forward, I kind of do the same thing where I straighten my hair in the opposite way of where it's gonna lay, if that makes sense. From like maybe about here down, I straighten down so it's flat, and then from here up, I'll straighten either forward or the opposite side so I do get that volume. When you start smiling because you're at the last strand. Okay, I'm done. And see when I flip it back how there's some volume still left? Like, it's not like crazy voluminous, but you know, there's some height to it. It's not like... Okay, so this is how my hair is looking like. And before I completely finish, I like to apply a hair oil at this point. So usually the Kerastase one that I showed you guys earlier, or the Rose Hair and Body Oil from Way. So I'm gonna use this one today. I just pump a little bit in my hand. So I just rub it in between my hands, and then I like to rub it in between my fingers a little bit, because then when I finger comb my hair, I can apply like in between and not just like this. I don't know, I feel like I get like a better, more even application that way, so I do that. And then again, I focus a lot on my ends because they're dry and dead AF. I definitely need a trim. I was supposed to get a trim like this time that I washed my hair, but I wanted to do this video and I didn't want to just like go with like clean hair and have them just like trim my hair and do nothing. Like, if I'm gonna pay the money, like you need to wash and do everything also. So yeah, I definitely need to get one. I'll get one next time I wash my hair for sure. And then occasionally I feel like my hair could still use like a little bit of iron. See how this side looks a little more straight than this one? Like, it's almost like there's still some frizz on this side. So sometimes I like to just separate like really big sections like this, and then I'll just go in with my iron again and just really try to flatten that out completely. And I don't feel too bad about doing this because I only go over my strands once. I feel like I'm allowed a second or third pass. And then I like to just like turn the straightener in a little bit just to give my ends like a little curve in so that they're not just like pin straight. So like here, for example, I'll just turn the iron a little bit, give myself a little. And then just for the sake of symmetry, even though I don't feel like this side needs it as much, I'm gonna do that side anyway. So I can turn off my straightener now. So this is the final product. That is how I straighten my hair. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, maybe learned a new technique. Let me know in the comments if you want to see how I curl my hair. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.